I'm not going to do these interviews.
Well, I'll record myself.
I do not consent to these.
In the 20th century,
I do not consent.
in the 20th century, the communists and the Marxists and the Leninists killed approximately 100 million people. You don't want to talk about 100 million people being killed by Marxists in the 20th century. Are you cowardly? The communists and the Marxists killed 100 million people. You don't want to talk about that. You're worried about the Israelis killing a few thousand, but not about 1 million people. Yeah, I get it. You're willing to demonstrate against Israelis, but you don't want to talk about Marxists killing people. Bill Thompson for Demo Watch in Melbourne. Do you mind if I protest about you folks being here? I was assaulted on that corner by pro-Palestine people.
We're actually just having a private meeting here. You're welcome to step
Well, this is a public place. I'm having a public...
I'm happy to talk to you over here.
Okay, all right. Okay. I was doing some shopping at Myer on the 14th of April 2024, and when we came out, I couldn't get a tram home. People were blocking the street, and so I expressed my displeasure, and a lady with a keffiyeh covering on her face and a megaphone walked up to me, and she got as far away from me as you are now and smashed me in the face with the megaphone.
Well,
knocked my glasses off, and one of her colleagues stamped on them and kicked them away on this very corner. And you pro-Palestine people are still here. Indians left, they would have killed them all. You didn't want to talk to me anymore? Okay. Well, see right over there. There was a lady. There was a bloke named Sisto Malaspina who was murdered over there by an Islamic terrorist. Sisto Malaspina. Look him up. He was murdered by an Islamic terrorist right over there. Run away! Run away! Go. They're perfectly happy blocking the streets, but they don't want to have a conversation with a counter-protester. I regard them as thuggish scum. Gaza written on the fence over there. Arrest Herzog.
Start moving forward slowly. Slowly. Marshal, slow. Slow.
Can I ask why you think you're entitled to shut off the main street of Melbourne to do this?
Marshal, stop.
I live 300 metres away and this has been going on for 3 years. Why do you feel entitled to do this? Why do you feel they do it in your neighbourhood and not in mine?
Marshal,
Wouldn't have the same impact.
forward.
Pardon me?
Wouldn't have the same impact.
Oh, so it's got to be in my neighbourhood, not yours.
You choose to live here.
Where do you live? Where do you live? Why do you people feel entitled to do this all the time?
Well, why are you entitled?
I live over there. This is my neighbourhood.
here too.
This is my neighbourhood.
My neighbourhood too.
Well, you don't live 300 metres from here, do you?
Maybe you should move. Maybe you
I
should
beg your
move.
pardon?
I said that's a privileged place to live.
A privileged place. I worked for the tax office for 26 years, raising money for people like you, perhaps.
So you're one of the people that ripped me off.
Did you get a tax bill? Income, did you? You understated your income?
I did everything
What
right.
do you do with your film?
They fucked up. They sent me to.
I posted on YouTube. I do a
have
thing called.
followers?
Sorry?
Do you have followers? Do people watch it?
One or two.
Yeah.
I've had 40,000 views on occasion, but not
Besides, this is a
often.
democracy. We're allowed
you
to
can
do
still
it.
enjoy your evening. You can be doing something
Do it in
else.
your neighbourhood, not mine. Is that okay?
You don't look very happy.
You feel entitled to block traffic here. I never block traffic. I let people express their opinions. Do it in a way that doesn't block other people going about their lawful business.
This city's for everyone.
Chaps, I live over there, 300 metres from here, and my enjoyment of my neighbourhood has been disrupted for 3 years by people doing this.
Yep.
Have you seen a politician here that I could have a word with about why they're allowing this to go on?
I've not seen a politician, sorry. Have you written to your local government? Expressed to them that
Of course I have, and you essentially get no response from anybody, and I'm just disgusted that this is allowed to go on in the centre of Melbourne weekend after weekend for 3 years. The people they support murdered 1,200 people back in October 2023. Sisto Malaspina was murdered in Burke Street in 2018, and I went and saw his body lying in the street covered with a sheet. He was murdered by an Islamic terrorist, and these people must support Islamic terrorism because they've been here weekend after weekend for 3 years. I support the police, the job that you do, but pardon me? Pardon me?
You don't want any Zionists here.
I'm not a Zionist. I'm an Australian citizen and a resident of South Bank, 300 metres from here. And these demonstrations have been interfering with my quiet enjoyment of my...
Lucky middle class entitled person.
Oh.
Aren't you lucky you don't walk
You're
out
calling
and
me a
get
name.
shot in the
You're calling me a name. Yeah, are you a middle class person?
Yeah.
Well, are you entitled? Me?
Live in an apartment block.
I do live in an apartment
When you
block.
lie down tonight, imagine, because you've done nothing wrong, you're a good man.
I am a good
Lie
man.
down tonight,
I am a good
imagine
man.
a missile landing on your beautiful apartment block, ripping your body apart. It's happening to these Palestinian people through no fault of their own. They have done nothing wrong. They are being collectively punished, and they have done nothing wrong.
They voted for Hamas in 2005. The Israelis pulled out. Hamas.
You really need to read more about
I read a lot. I was in upstate New York on September 11th, 2001, and I drove past the smoking ruins the next day. So I don't need to know anything about Islamic terrorism. It's right here. Wow! Have I sworn at you?
Okay, dear, come
I
on.
don't care, swear at me. I don't care.
I don't
Words
want to
hurt
swear
me.
at you.
Bombs break bodies. How dare you? How dare you?
Hamas killed 1,200 people.
Fly down tonight, imagine a bomb landing on your apartment building. Do that. And think of Palestinian children. You privileged old fuck.
You gotta love the demonstrators. They feel entitled to block streets, deface public. In my opinion, the basis of the basis of the demonstrations stems from socialists, Marxists, communists, Islamists, and none of them are. Am I not allowed to go in here? Mate, I live right next to the Arts Centre. I pay rates to live here. Why can't I walk through there?
To get to the Arts Centre, you can go around, go to the river, cross the bridge past us. You can't walk through this way. You can even cross the road and go over the other side if you like. You can definitely get back to your residence.
What is the reason that I cannot walk on the footpath that I pay for?
I think you're smart enough to work it out.
No, what is the reason that I can't? Look,
I reckon you're clever enough to work that out. If you're asking me the question, you know the answer.
I'm a ratepayer of Melbourne City Council. Why can I not walk on the footpath that I help pay for? I help pay for you guys. I've paid lots of Victorian stamp duty. I've helped pay for you guys. Why can't I do it? You give me the explanation.
Yep, because if you walk through there may be a breach of the peace. You're not going through.
Who am I liable to upset? I've spoken with the pro-Palestine demonstrators there, and there was no violence.
You've asked me a question. I've answered.
I'm a supporter of Israel.
That's fine.
So can I go and support Israel?
You've asked me a question. I've answered it.
Can I go and support Israel?
Go to your residence. You walk around, go to the river.
So you're going that way, and by the time you've had this conversation, you could have been where you live.
I want to go and express my support for those people.
Sir, if you want to go support them, you can go the long way around and join them at the back. Either way, you're going that way.
I can come at them from the rear. Can you tell me that I can come at them from the other side?
That side as well.
But are they going to stop me from...
Yes, they are. They're going to do the exact same thing I'm doing. Thank you.
The police down there didn't stop me from talking to the pro-Palestinian people. Why on earth would I be prevented from...
I'm not the police down there, I'm the police here.
I'm a great supporter of the police, and I am very concerned about the attitude of Victoria Police in these circumstances. The idea that a senior officer would prevent a rate-paying taxpayer of Victoria from walking along this stretch of footpath, I find disgraceful. And your number is 41028. I will see if I can lodge
It's been recorded this side as well.
all right. Now, just by the way, I was assaulted in Burke Street in 2019, and I was filmed by Victoria police officers, and I lodged a request for a criminal charge against 6 people who assaulted me. a Victoria police officer was walking around with a shoulder-mounted camera, and he came up and he videoed me, and they were videoing the people who were assaulting me. And none of the Victoria Police arrangement could support me in my request for criminal charges against 6 people who assaulted me in Bourke Street, Melbourne. And I'm just astounded that this is the official reaction of Victoria Police when a citizen of Melbourne asks to walk on a footpath that I helped pay for, and you are telling me that I can't do it. It's an absolute disgrace. I appreciate Victoria Police and everything you do for us, but this is a disgrace. Bill Thompson for Demo Watch in Melbourne. I would like to go and express my support for these people.
Yeah, if you want to support them.
Thank you, thank you. I am totally in support of you folks.
Thank you.
I was in upstate New York on September 11th, 2001. And the next day, September 12th, I drove past the smouldering ruins of Manhattan, and I could see the devastation off to my left. In 1967, I watched the coverage of the Six-Day War, and I have been a supporter of Israel ever since, for 60 years. And I think it's absolutely disgraceful that people have been allowed to blockade our street here. I live just over there. They've been allowed to blockade our street for 3 years. Back in 2018, I saw that Sisto Malaspina had been stabbed to death in Bourke Street, and I saw his body lying on the street. He was murdered by an Islamic-inspired terrorist in the centre of Melbourne. And yet these people have been allowed to blockade the streets for 3 years. I wish you well, folks. I wish you well.